Hey everyone, welcome to Dplug Plus. Oh boy, I have a water bottle. I'll probably refill it after, right before X2. Anyways, today I will be playing Mega Man X2, Mega Man X2, Mega Man X3, and Mega Man X4 on the Mega Man X Legacy Collection. Rookie Hunter mode will be turned off for all of them. Like I said in the preview, I won't be playing as Zero. I won't be doing the Nightmare or File Mark 2. I have to do Bit and Bite. And I won't be doing the X Hunters, but besides that, it's going to be 100%. I think that's a good time to start because it's roughly 7:55 currently. Mega Man X is a game I can beat pretty easily. Mega Man X2 is a game that can still beat pretty easily. X4 I can kind of beat easily. X3 is going to kill me though. That's the one I'm worried about. If X3 wasn't in this would be stupid easy. Especially this one, because I've beaten this game over a dozen times. For sure. Here we have Vile. This is not the last time you'll be seeing him because, well, for one, we'll see him again in Mega Man X1, but in Mega Man X3, we'll also be seeing him. Yay. Not bothering to read the text. am by no means a speedrunner at any of these games, so if I don't do it a certain route, I'm sorry. I do it the route I usually do for them, which means I start with Chill Penguin. Not because he's the first in the weakness order, but because he has the dash. Otherwise, that's actually kind of the biggest flaw with X1 is the fact that you don't get the flipping. Also, if anyone does want more Mega Man X content on this channel, because I'm pretty sure this is the first video I've ever made on this channel that's about Mega Man X. But if you want if you want more Mega Man X content, then I'm soon going to be reviewing Mega Man X1 sometime in hopefully the next 2 weeks. I haven't started working on the reviews since like a month ago, so sometime in the next couple weeks the X1 review will be out, and I'm hoping to get to X2 and 3 by the end of the year as well. And maybe X4. I don't know if I will have enough time to do X4 by the end of the year, because I also need to have footage from the Zero campaign, which means I need to play the game again afterwards. And I suck at the Zero campaign. So here is one of the things that makes Mega Man X fun. The dash. Also, in the next couple games, we won't have to pick up the dash. This is the only time where you actually have to get the dash. In every other game, you get it from the start, or at least I don't know about X5 through 8. I've never played X5 through 8. I haven't get a lot of trophies for X3 because I've never played X3 on this. Sorry about that. I'm gonna get a lot of trophies or achievements or something for X3 because I've actually never beaten X3 on the Legacy Collection. So sad thing is we're going to have to come back to Chill Penguin stage later. He's one of 2 stages we'll actually have to come back to later. Well, if you do it right, you can only have to come back to his stage or Flame Mammoth stage, although I very much recommend, no matter who you are, to do Chill Penguin first. The dash is critical in survival. Seriously, some of the bosses will kill you if you don't have the dash. Storm Eagle comes to mind because he'll start blowing you off if you don't have the dash. Launch Octopus comes to mind because he has this really annoying tackle that will suck away your health and add health to him. Whatever you do, please fight Armored Armadillo with his weapon. He is so slow of a fight without his weapon that he's weak to. Like, it took me like 10 minutes to beat him without his weapon. This guy is very easy without his weapon. I have literally like no problem with him ever, with weapon or not. If you have the dash, Storm Eagle is also really easy. Flame Mammoth is pretty easy as well. Boomer Quanger isn't too bad. I've never actually attempted Sparkman Joe without his weapon in a very long time, so can't say much about that one. Launch Octopus isn't too bad as long as you have the dash. Armored Armadillo is slow as heck. And never attempt Sting Chameleon without his weapon. He is stupidly difficult without his weapon. This stage has some of the best music in the game. I hope the stream can hear it. Worst case scenario, I'll try something different than the X2 stream, because I'm not sure how the stream can hear it. And no one watches the stream anyway, so it doesn't matter, but it's fun to talk to nobody. Okay, that was sad. Of course, I have to die in Storm Eagle stage of all stages, one of the easiest stages in the game. Actually, it is kind of it's not as easy as, say, oh my god! As I was saying, it's not as easy as, say, Flame Mammoth if you have Chill Penguin ice thing. What other stage? Chill Penguin stage itself is really easy. Sting Chameleon, that's a pretty easy stage. Even though the boss is hard as heck without his weapon, his actual stage is pretty easy. I guess this guy's stage is the hardest we've played so far, if you include the intro stage and Chill Penguin stage. But that doesn't mean much. Flame Mammoth stage is kind of not too fun to 100% complete though, because there's this stupid jump you need to make with the dash. It requires the dash, but it's not good. It's a bad jump. So anyways, if you haven't been able to figure out yet, although I think it's pretty obvious, what the Mega Man series is about is you have 8 stages to choose from. Unless you're playing the literal first Mega Man game, then you have 6 stages to choose from. But you basically you choose what order you want to play the stages, which I really like. I think the Mega Man series is really good, especially the X series. Although I do enjoy the classic series as well. This is Mash Button Session. I do enjoy the classic series, and I've never played a single Zero, ZX, or Legend game, so I'm not going to say anything about those ones. Being the frickin' one-up because I lost so many lives at the beginning. Me being stupid. Gamer time. That was very not gamer time, but that's completely fine because who cares? Storm Eagle is easy. Plus, I get health pickups before I get to him anyway, so. Game. Bum, 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 bum. So this is Storm Eagle. He is definitely not very hard. He's pretty easy. Also, real quick, I am also not going for the Hadouken / Shoryuken. Just so you know, I'm not going for the Hadouken or the Shoryuken. Because I'm bad at fighting games and can't do freaking button inputs. Also, probably why I suck at playing as Zero, because he has a lot of button inputs for his special things. Can I get this idiot? Die. Stupid Storm Eagles. I usually don't do that bad against them. That's kind of sad. Die, Storm Eagle. And that was the end of Storm Eagle. He's the eaglest of all the storm. Okay. Can I first try the jump for once? Nope. Can I not die and have to restart because I do it wrong? Or can I make the jump? I'm usually... There you go. Okay, we're fine. That can be a very annoying jump, especially if you are not good at dashing. The other stuff to get in the stage is pretty easy, but that can be kind of annoying. And the boss is easy, especially since he's the first boss where I actually get to show you his weakness being used against him. Storm Eagle should be the last boss where I have to not use his weakness against him. Everyone else I'm planning on using the weakness because I don't care. I need to beat this and 3 other games in a day, okay? Also, for anyone wondering which one of these games is my favorite in the series, it's actually this one, Mega Man X1. Then I'd go 4, then I'd go X2, and then I'd go X3. X3 isn't a bad game, but it's okay. It's not great. It's also the one that I'm the worst at, and it's the hardest one. That's the one I'm really worried about, like I said. That's going to drain a lot of time. This one, not so much. This one, I'm probably beating, like... My best time in this game is 1 hour and 8 minutes, I think. Although, if I do it right, I should be able to definitely beat this in 1 hour and 20 minutes. I usually get anywhere from 1 hour and 8 minutes to 1 hour and 20 minutes. One time I got the Hadouken and I got 1 hour and 22 minutes, so yeah. This time I'm not going for the Hadouken, so. This Mega Man X1 stream will last it'll probably last less than 1.5 hours. For sure. Unless I do very bad. And I mean worse than I did on flippin' Storm Eagle stage. Back to Chill Penguin stage we go. Now we have a weapon that we need to get the heart tank in here. So we're going back to Chill Penguin stage. my god! I hate when that happens. That's happened once to me before, where that guy just manages to get way above me and I can't get out. Okay, I have 2 lives. I'm fine. Sub-tanks, you may have seen me get a couple sub-tanks. Those are things that have like an E on them, I'm pretty sure. Why do they have an E on them? They're not E-tanks, they're sub-tanks. E-tanks are in Mega Man Classic. How did I get to this low of health? Anyways, you may have seen me get those. What use do they have? Well, they'll give you full health if you use them. I don't really need to start using them until the Sigma stages, though. And if you're watching this, you actually probably played this game before, so why am I telling you? I don't know. I don't know. What am I supposed to do? I'm bad at this. This is the first live stream I've live streamed in like a year. Okay, this time, don't do bad and do good. I'll do good, not bad. It's time for you to talk. And also, I know the thumbnail sucks. I'll change it afterwards, okay? I just don't really... I could change it now, but I'll change it afterwards. Because why not? I'm kind of busy playing Mega Man X right now. I knew he was coming there. I know this game very well. Like, I can predict where every single enemy comes because I know it just that well. This is the only game in the series where I can say that. And kind of Mega Man X2. Kind of. From time to time. No, but for the most part, yeah, X2 as well. X4, I've know a tiny bit. X3, I can remember close to nothing. See how I always have X3 at last because it's the one I've played the least. Because I don't want to replay X3 ever. There's never like one time where I'll choose X3 over X4, X1, or X2. So it's the one that I've played like one time. But I know the weakness order, so I'll be fine. And I'll look up the bosses afterwards, I guess, their weaknesses. Wait, we're gonna have to get Storm Tornado out over here. Because there's him, and it's good to use Storm Tornado. That was an epic gamer save. I missed it. Yay. This is the most epic boss in video game history. Watch this. This is the most epic boss in video game history with his weapon. Without his weapon, he's probably kind of annoying because he takes up like a sixth of the screen. Oh god, he'd be pretty hard as well without his weapon then. I don't think he'd be as hard as Sting Chameleon because he might be down. I have no clue. Next up is Armored Armadillo. How long has the stream been going on for now? 26 minutes. Okie dokie. This is also a spot we'll be coming back to later. Not for the Hadouken, I told you already, but for grinding for sub-tanks. Right before the Sigma stages, I grind for sub-tanks. That way I never have to do it again until Sigma, the final Sigma. Because I need to grind here only once in the game usually. Unless I end up doing really bad in the Sigma stages, then I might have to do it once. If anyone has not played Mega Man X yet, do yourself a favor and at least play X1 and 4. And if you like X1, play 2 and 3. They're enjoyable if you liked X1. If you didn't like X1, then you won't like X2 or 3. Because they're basically pretty similar. Well, the whole series is pretty similar, but the whole X series, it's actually a lot more different than the classic series than you may think just by looking at it. And I don't know about the Zero ZX or Legends games because I've never played them. And by never played them, I don't mean never beaten them. I have never played it. Gamer. See, he's a bit more intimidating than Spark Manager with a weapon. With his weakness weapon. Next up, we have Launch Octopus. It's actually not a bad water stage. It's way better than like a water stage in a Mario game where you have slow, floaty water stages. This one doesn't work like that. Come on, okay. The first time I actually forgot an enemy was where an enemy was in the whole game so far. I forgot that there's another one of those guys, but there isn't another one for the entire stage, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there isn't another one for the stage, because after this, it's basically just underwater. They never appear underwater. They never appear in the 2 underwater stages. No, this is the only real water stage in the game. There's like part of Sigma 3 that's underwater, but only a very small portion of that stage is. To be honest, Sigma 1 is the hardest of the Sigma stages. Unless you count Sigma 4, but that's basically just a straight line up until the final boss, so I don't count that one as a stage. And the only reason is the boss itself, not the actual stage, obviously. If it's a straight line, it's probably too bad. It has literally 2 never stop spawning enemies that are easy to dodge if you know they're there. So you just need to wall jump on the other wall. This guy is kind of annoying because of the spikes underneath, so everyone hates him. Or at least I hate him. I don't know if every human being on the planet hates him. Of course, if you were to ask every human being on the planet, do you hate the fish boss with spikes underwater? I'm guessing a couple of them would ask, what the heck is a fish boss underwater in Mega Man X? I'm guessing a couple of them would ask, what the heck is a Mega Man X? But the true geniuses would know what a Mega Man X is. Even though I know close to no one knows what this is. But seriously, if you have not played Mega Man X, do yourself a favor and play this game. It's incredible. Health pickups? Nope. I could use a health pickup right now. I am not in an area I'd like to be going into Launch Octopus. Even with his weapon, he's one of the hardest bosses in the game, in my opinion. But okie dokie, we'll do it. He is fine. I have, worst case scenario, I have part of a sub tank I can use. Although I wouldn't like to use it, I will worst case scenario. Also, I don't care about wasting rolling shields because I used to take him on with my normal weapon because I didn't like having to waste a weapon on him, and then I realized rolling shield does more damage, so just do that at the beginning and then use your normal. That's my strategy for him. That's my big brain strategy for him. Beat him. Yeah, I didn't have to use a sub tank there. I'm fine. Boomer Quanger stage is next. What is a Boomer Quanger? I don't know. It's actually he's actually based on a Japanese beetle. It's not called a Quanger though, so I don't understand why they called him Boomer Quanger. But if it was like a beetle, like stag beetle or whatever, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Dun, 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 dun. This is also one of the best songs in the game. The three best songs in the game to me are probably Storm Eagle, Armored Armadillo, and Boomer Quanger. So this is the final one of the three. Although there are some other good songs, like Sting Chameleon's pretty okay. It's actually one of my least favorites, but since like all of the normal boss themes are good, Chill Penguin's alright, but besides that, everyone else is amazing. I never cared for Chill Penguins, though. Should've just got the Storm Tornado out from the start when I saw those, but I keep forgetting to do that every time whenever I see those guys. Hello. So next up is Boomer Quanger himself, and with his weapon, like everyone else, he's easy. But since I kind of have to do all 4 games in a day, he's going to be fine. They literally just hug the wall and spam shoot him, and he'll eventually die. Dun, dun. Now, real quick, before we go to the final stage, we need to do the get the final part before the we're gonna get the final sub tank. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's no sub tank in Stink a Million levels. There is a heart tank and a armor piece, but no sub tank. So this is the final sub tank. Oh, I wish it. Literally just that. I needed Boomerang Cutter though from Boomer Quanger. Also, if you want to exit a stage and you're having trouble with that, that's because you actually have to beat the stage before you can exit the stage. So, like, if you don't want to try a Stink Chameleon time. I've actually been having a lot of fun with this game, like I usually do. I usually have a lot of fun with this game. I don't think I'm getting my best time by any means, but this hasn't been a super amazing run of it. It's been a pretty decent one, but not a super amazing one. This mini boss takes forever to kill. He's not hard, but he takes forever to kill. He's actually really easy. Even with, I usually use Storm Tornado just because that's almost like a health bar for him. So I won't need Storm Tornado at all throughout the rest of the level. It's like a health bar for him actually because I found out that once you use your last Storm Tornado, he's dead. Unless you used it any previously. That's usually how it works though. He dies after you're done with your Storm Tornado. So that's almost a health bar. See, if you look in the corner at the Storm Tornado usage, if you can see it, I tried getting the camera as good as possible. I'm not promising it to be incredible, but I tried getting it as good as possible for me. Because I don't have a capture card. See, now he's a little, he's got like half of his health down. He's got a lot of health, as you can see, because I've been fighting him for like over a minute. Well, the other bosses didn't take this long. can easily cheese this section with the right armor. If you really just basically dash in the right armor, you can practically make it through the whole section with it. Sometimes you can make it through the whole section with it, like there. There've been a couple times where I get hit enough where I have to leave my right armor at like the last frog. So before we start the Sigma stages, we also now have every collectible in the game, so yay. We don't have to worry about those anymore. Okay, one more sub-tank we need to fill up. See, that didn't take much time, so it's fine. It's all good. Then, Storm Tornado is very useful in this game. It's by far the item that I use the most, unless you count the normal X-Buster, obviously. Or is it called the X? I don't think it's called the X-Buster in this. I'm not sure what it's called. Or is it called the X-Buster in this? I know it's called the X-Buster in the Classic series. No, in the Classic series it's called the Mega Buster, and this it's called the X-Buster, okay. Because then I realized, why would it be called the X-Buster in the Classic series if this is Mega Man X? But die to Sting Chameleon's weapon. I'm just using some random weapons for fun. Oh no, remember this guy from way back 45 minutes ago? He's back! Oh no! Literally, you're supposed to lose this one as well. But now I have so much health that it's harder to lose, so I just keep smashing myself against him. Until I get lower HP, then I just try to stand still if you get low enough. You'd also preferably, if you're going fast, preferably want to stay to the left side because otherwise he'll pick you up, and doesn't matter much for this run because this is a lot more casual than like a speed run or a try and go fast run. But usually it's better to stay on this side for sure. If I'm trying to get my best time, I try to stay on that side because he'll pick you up and put you further that way. And Zero sacrifices himself. If Zero sacrifices himself, how is he playable in Mega Man X4? Simple answer. X2's whole plot is about reviving Zero. And sorry for spoilers in a frickin' Mega Man game. I don't think you care. I don't care about the story in a Mega Man game, to be honest. Even if a lot of people care about the story in the X series, me personally don't really care. Wow, that was the best I've ever done at that fight. I only got it like once. Maybe twice. Usually I do a lot worse at that fight, so that was pretty good. This is my neat trick. That's a gamer trick. Oh wait, Sting Chameleon time. Basically, Sting Chameleon, just like Rolling Shield, or Chameleon Sting, just like Rolling Shield, has a shield. I personally use the shield there, but when I start charging it, I might get hit a bit, but that's fine because does it really matter by this point? So now it's time to basically how Mega Man games work is you'll have to refight all the 8 fights during the Sigma/Wily stages. So the first one we're gonna refight is Boomer Kuwanger. Sting Chameleon weapon doesn't matter much there, but anyway, so here is one of the worst fights in the game. One of my personal least favorites. It might even be my least favorite fight in the game. I don't like the boss spider fight. And that's his name. Such a creative name, Boss Spider. He's a spider and he's a boss. They really got very creative. Oh, I messed up. They very much got creative with that name, didn't they? Like if they would have. That time I didn't mess up though, so yeah. If he shoots down a spider, that's like an automatic. You're going to get hit, like there. You're just automatically basically going to get hit. It's pretty hard to dodge the spiders. Sometimes I have to use a sub-tank on this fight. Will I this turn? I don't know. Oh, for once I actually dodged the spiders. That's funny cool. I usually don't actually dodge them. Yay. Like there, I didn't dodge them. See, then he starts, later on the fight, he starts going insane. With his spider drops. I'm using a freaking sub-tank, I don't care. Oh, I didn't need to use the sub-tank, that's fine. I honestly don't really care. I I'm usually good with sub-tanks for especially Sigma Stage 2. I sometimes need to use one on Rangdabangda, and yes, that's the boss's actual name, Rangdabangda. But I sometimes need to use it on Rangdabangda, and in Sigma Stage 3, I sometimes need to use it on Dino Rex, or whatever the frick. It's not Dino Rex, is it Dino Rex? I don't know. How the heck do you expect me to keep track of all their names at this point? It's something like Dino Rex. That'd be a stupid name. So we have Chill Penguin refight, but this is actually going to be a different fight, kind of, because I am using his weapon this time that he's weak to. And I'm also doing that for Storm Eagle, who's also going to be in Sigma Stage 2. Sigma Stage 3 is where most of the refights are going to be. Sigma Stage 1 only has one. This one only has Chill Penguin and Storm Eagle, and everyone else you'll have to refight in Sigma Stage 3. I've never played Mega Man X5 or Mega Man X6 or Mega Man X7 or Mega Man X8, by the way. I've never played any of them besides the first four. Or I've technically played a tiny bit of 5 because that's the next one that I'm currently in the middle of, kind of. I literally just started it yesterday, so I only have beaten one boss. X5, from what I've played of it, it's kind of cool. They add a new duck mechanic, which I'm kind of surprised it took them that long to implement something like that. They should have implemented that a while ago, but it's fine. I beat Storm Eagle. I'm going to use the Chameleon Sting weapon literally the rest of the stage, by the way. There's not one time where I won't be using the Chameleon Sting weapon for the rest of the stage, because that's Rangdabangda's weakness, and it's useful on this part. And I'm doing awful with it. So it's Rangdabangda's weakness as well. So we're going to use it against Rangdabangda. And here is the legend himself, Rangdabangda. But seriously, what the heck is that name? What? I died on this fight for the first time ever in history. That might honestly, no, I've probably died here by my first playthrough the more I think about it. But then maybe I won't be using Sting Chameleon's weapon the whole time, because I need to get it stuff before I can probably finish the boss with it, sadly. Maybe. I think I might have enough Sting Chameleon weapons for this boss. I've heard that Rangdabangda is actually also in Mega Man X5. How do I know that? I watched Mega Man X5 review from a very underrated Mega Man X reviewer who reviewed the series at least, known as Jay's Reviews. I'm in the middle watching him review those games because I've watched his X1 through 7 reviews. Haven't watched X8 though. I'll probably watch that tomorrow because today I have no time. Yeah, I'm fine. I have 3 sub-tanks for this level, which is more than enough. At least for me. When I first played this game, I needed 4 sub-tanks for each of the Sigma stages. So after every Sigma stage, I'd grind for them in Armored Armadillo stage. Speaking of Armored Armadillo, look who we have here. It's Armored Armadillo. Hi, buddy. I usually only use like 1 sub-tank during Dino Rex or whatever his name is. I don't even know his name, something like that. I know Boss Spider and Rangda-Bangda's name. Of course, who can't remember the name Rangda-Bangda? Rangda-Bangda. Rangda-Bangda. They should make a video game starring Rangda-Bangda. Rangda-Bangda, the video game. Stars the famous character. Die, Stinkmillion. That's the subtitle for the Rangda-Bangda video game. Die, Stinkmillion. Stinkmillion is the bad guy in it. I'm pretty sure next up is Refighting Spark Mandrill. Yay! He just kind of wastes my time. At least this boss rush isn't as bad as the one in every other Mega Man X game, 1 through 4, and according to reviews, 5, everything. He's slowly approaching me. As he slowly approaches me with his fist. But he dies before he gets to me. So it's completely fine. Next up is our good friend Launch Octopus, the hardest of the main 8 with his weapon at least. In my opinion. Unless you include non-weapons, because then it's Stinkmillion. Or Spark Mandrill, I can't say because I never really fought him without it. I've beaten Stinkmillion before without his weapon, but I had to use 1 sub-tank. Because there's this run where I just kind of picked a random boss and I ended up getting him before Boomer Twanger, so I just used a sub-tank on him. I literally just let Google randomize what boss I picked. Die, Launch Octopus. You must die. Dun 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 dun. And the final refight is none other than Flame Mammoth. And he's easy as heck, like always. I never have had trouble with Flame Mammoth ever in history. At least since Chill Penguin was the first one I picked when I played this game for the first time. I had trouble with him because I sucked at the game, but by the time I got to Flame Mammoth, I had Storm Tornado, and he ended up just. I think I might have beat him like second try, which, since that was my first playthrough, that's pretty pathetic. I definitely did not beat Boss Spider first time. That guy probably took me multiple times. Can you stop it? Die, Dino Rex, or whatever the heck your name is. Also, if you guys want to see the credits, then I don't know. Should I show the credits? I'm not sure. I don't honestly think you really need to see it here because you can probably look the credits up on YouTube and just watch them there if you really want to. So I won't show the credits. I don't need to show the credits of the video game. Also, this is the final level, by the way, the final boss. I'm just gonna grind some sub-tanks real quick. He isn't the hardest. He's definitely not the hardest final boss of the bunch. I'd say he is not the easiest one either. He's the third. He's the second easiest / third hardest of the 4 that I've played. X2 is even easier. In my opinion. X2 is the only one that I never have ever had trouble with. X1s I've had trouble with before on my first playthrough. X3 and 4 I had trouble with at least once. Oh, sub-tanks are full. Yay. Now Sigma will get out his most deadly weapon. A frickin' lightsaber. I'm not kidding, that looks exactly like a lightsaber. He has another, I'm guessing maybe like a culture reference or something like that. In X2 where he freaking gets that Wolverine claws. I'm not kidding. You can see it. You will see it during my X2 stream. He will get out a freaking Wolverine claws there, and here he gets out his lightsaber. Sadly, in X3 he doesn't have one of those, or X4. But here he has a lightsaber, and he's pathetically easy if you know how to do this. He might honestly be the easiest boss in the game if you do it right. If you do it, ever since I learned how to do it right, I don't think I've died to him once. Even with those weapons, he's pretty pathetic. Oh god, I might die. I might be dead. Okay, I saved it. Yes, I don't have to refight this stupid guy. And that was Mega Man X1, the first X game. The first Mega Man X game. 1 of 4 done, yay! And that was pretty fun, actually. I always enjoy playing some X1. Never get old of it. If anyone has not played X1, do yourself a favor and play that game. And if you like this, then I'm actually making a review of it in a couple of weeks, hopefully. It's going to be my second next review, because I'm doing an Untitled Goose Game review before I do that. But anyways, see you guys later. The stream will end. How do we end the stream right here? Bye.